Hi guys, what's up? So today I'm going to be talking about where I think states are going to trend relative to 2016. Again, this is not actually prediction, more of how are states going to trend. So, for example, Hillary Clinton, she won the state of Washington by, I believe, 13 points in 2016. Well, let's see, if I was right. So she won it by 16. So suppose I think that Biden's going to win it by 18, then it is going to trend to the left. Say I think Biden's going to win it by only 11 compared to Clinton 16, then it is going to trend to the right. Actually, I should be renaming this right, to the right and to the left. All right, so let's get started. We're going to get started on the west coast, so the farthest we can go, and that is in the state of Alaska, where Donald Trump got 53% of the vote there. Clinton got okay, let's hide that. Clinton got 37%. Gary Johnson got 6%. And Jill Stein got 2%. So third parties actually did pretty well there. I don't think. Um, I really don't think they're going to do at that well or as well as they did in 2016. So whoa, why is U.S. Okay, one Alaska. I was showing U.S. and I was like, Donald Trump didn't narrowly. I was like, all right, so Alaska. Um, Okay, so I think it's going to trend to the left, just only because there's a lot of third party voting. I think a lot of those voters are actually going to switch back over to the Democrats, surprisingly. Wait, what am I saying? Sorry, I'm really sorry. To the right. That's my bad. I meant, sure, the Green Party people are probably just going to stay green, and some libertarians who went for Johnson, I think they're just going to go to Trump. Okay, as for the state of Hawaii, which was a big one for the Clinton campaign, let's go. There, she won that easily. 62% of the vote, Trump 30. It'll probably turn to the right by a little bit, but again, I'm not really expecting it to go too far. It's still going to be a safe blue state. Now, going on to the state of California, which Hillary Clinton won with 61% of the vote. Again, I think Biden's going to win it by something like 62, or sorry, with something like 62% of the vote. So probably going to trend to the left by a little bit, but again, these are all kind of subtle nudges. Now going over to Oregon. Uh, okay, we don't want. Okay, no. Let's go. Okay, whoops. Okay, let's just click like that. There we go. Clinton won 51% of the vote. She won that by a likely margin. It'll be safe this time around for the Democrats. Certainly going to trend to the left. Going up to the state of to Washington, where Clinton won by 16 points. I think it'll narrow down a little bit, like 15 and a half, just a tiny bit again. So that is my prediction for Washington. Now going over to the state of Idaho, which I believe Trump won by something like 25 points. Yeah, he won that by 34 points. Whoa. It'll trend to the left a little bit, but again, just because he won it by so much, it'll be harder for him to improve. Um, that and his approval rating has dipped. Now, Montana. Okay, this is interesting because Trump only got 56% of the vote there, but there was a lot of third party voting, similar to Alaska. So Trump's going to get something like 60% of the vote there this time. Okay, so and then going on to the state of Wyoming. Uh, this is a weird one to predict because Democrats, there are only two Democratic counties. This county, Albany County, is actually a reliably Democratic county usually, but it decided to not be in 2016. Okay, so Trump got 70% of the vote there. Yeah, he'll probably stay where it is. Maybe it'll turn to the right a little bit because it's Wyoming. So, Utah. I don't think we've done Nevada yet. So, Evan McMullen, yeah, this state is trending to the left overall, but that was a fluke in 2016. I mean, Evan McMullen got 21% of the vote. I think it's safe to say that 65 to like 75% of those voters are going to switch over to Trump. Sure, some are going to go to Biden, but still, I mean, generally, Trump's going to get a lot more than 46% of the vote there this time. So that's certainly something. Nevada. Now, this one is probably going to trend to the left. I know this for a fact because Hillary only won this by 2.5%. And I think Biden's going to win by something like 4 to 5%. Um, Arizona. This one is definitely going to trend to the left. It's been trending. I don't even know why I looked at that. Now this is because in general it's trending to the left. They elected a Democratic senator in 2018, which was a pretty big surprise for a lot of people, um, including me. I thought McSally was going to win. I was wrong. But yeah, it is definitely trending to the left. So overall, it's pretty safe to say that Arizona is going to trend to the left at least by a little bit. New Mexico. Now Hillary only won this by 8.3%. Biden is going to he'll expand that lead by a little bit, but I think that if Clinton ran again in 2020, which he's not, which is good news for the Democrats, but if she was their nominee again, I think that she'd probably overall she'd get she'd win New Mexico by a safe margin. I think Biden's going to win it by 11 to 13 points, something like that. So yeah, going over to Colorado, this one is definitely going to trend to the left. Um, Hillary Clinton, she won there by like less than 3 points. That's uh, definitely going to trend to the left. I can see that with complete confidence. Now in the state of North Dakota, we're going to go there. You know, this is a weird order, but we're just going to roll with it. I think Hillary Clinton, she lost a lot of counties. Like she lost the county that the biggest city is in, which is weird. No, she lost it by a pretty big margin, actually. Yeah, there was a lot of third party voting, but I still think that the North Dakota is overall, as a state, going to trend to the left, um, compared to where it was in 2016, which is because, I mean, I think Biden is just going to do a little bit better than Clinton because he's a stronger candidate in general. South Dakota should trend to the left as well, just because Biden's a strong candidate overall. No, I'm not sure how we're going to do Nebraska, but all right. So Clinton won Omaha. It was barely though, so that's weird. But it should trend to the left overall. Again, I know I'm saying this a lot, and I know I haven't given a lot of states to trend to the right so far, but there are going to be more primarily on the East Coast. But yeah, Kansas, Hillary Clinton actually did worse here than I expected. Uh, um, but what the heck has a median income of okay? America, the medium, the median income of America. All right, that is all right. That's not true. Oklahoma, or I didn't do Kansas. Whoops, I forgot. I think Kansas is probably going to trend to the left because this could actually narrow down for like a 15-point loss for Clinton, which or for Biden, which I know some people do have that as likely. For me, it's 12. It's 12 points is likely, but it could narrow down. I could see that happening. Whereas Oklahoma, it's going to trend to the right because again, a lot of those Johnson voters are probably going to go for um, for Trump, which I've heard a lot of Johnson voters could go for Trump, although some are just probably just going to go for Joe Jorgensen. Texas is going to trend. I mean, why? Okay, whoops, no. Okay, I was looking at again. I was looking at the U.S. and it said that. Sorry, Texas. All right. So yeah, he won this by a likely margin in 2016. He'll win it by a likely margin again. It's just going to narrow down, which I think everyone knows. Louisiana, I can actually see him expanding on his margin here. Not a ton of third party voting, but still, overall, this is a red state, and it's Trump is only going to do better here. Same with Arkansas. Hillary Clinton, she actually had a shot at Arkansas. Now she wasn't the favorite to win there, but certainly gonna trend to the right. I mean, her husband was a popular governor from there. Missouri was really disappointing for Clinton. This is definitely gonna trend to the left, and I actually expected Clinton. I thought that this like I literally thought. I know you can laugh at me, but I thought that the Missouri was gonna be a lean Republican state. Now I was wrong about that, but it was actually a safe Republican state by a lot of. She lost by 19, I believe. Um, so yeah, 19.1. But Biden could. I have Biden losing this by 11, and I think I'm being actually generous to Trump. But overall, that's certainly something. Iowa is as a whole, Iowa should trend to the left. Now, overall, it is trending to the right. But I mean, right now, in 2016, Hillary Clinton did so bad in states like Iowa and Missouri. states that are trending red overall, that Biden is going to make it look like he reversed the trend, even though he really didn't, because he's going to lose Iowa by something like 5, 6 points. Minnesota definitely going to trend to the left. I mean, Hillary Clinton did horribly here. She won this by 1.5 points, which is a tilt margin for me. Biden should win it by a likely margin, if not a safe margin, which is certainly she underperformed there by a ton. Wisconsin, I know for those of you who are new to my channel, I believe Biden is going to win Wisconsin. I mean, there's the blue wave there in 2018, and uh, really overall, I mean, um, that is that was such a fluke. I mean, it went for Al Gore, who is a huge environmentalist. It went for John Kerry, even though Kerry lost in a ton of other states. It went for Mike Dukakis in 1988. So yeah, Michigan. I think this is a likely Democratic state at this point because really, when you look at the polling data, it is Biden ahead by double digits consistently. I know the polls aren't everything, but I have no idea what I'm. Oh, sorry, I have no idea what's wrong with my voice today. But Michigan should trend to the left. I mean, they flipped the governor's mansion there. They won a Senate race there by a likely margin. So it's certainly only good news for the Democrats in Michigan. Moving over to Illinois, this did actually trend to the left compared to compared to uh, previous elections. In fact, for I think 3 years, yeah, 3 years in a row from 2008 to 2016, Democrats nominated someone from Illinois. Clinton was actually born in Chicago, so that did kind of help her here. But she only got 56% of the vote. She'll get some Biden's gonna get something like 58. Well, according to my model, he'll get 58, 61% of the vote in Illinois. Now moving over to the state of Indiana, Trump won this by 22 points, I think. Um, yeah, 21 actually. I was off. This will trend to the left again. I know a lot of states are trending to the left. That's just because Trump did so well in 2016. He won the Rust Belt. He made Minnesota very competitive, and he won Indiana by 20 something points. So it'll narrow down to something like 16 points. But again, don't expect it to go blue anytime soon. Ohio is another state that Trump blew out Clinton in. That was previously a swing state. It's still kind of a swing state. It's like swing state, but not at the same time. I don't know really how to explain it because it's certainly it's competitive, but it's a red state, and it's going to trend to the left just because Clinton did horribly there in 2016. Kentucky, I can actually see this trending to the right. Again, I know I'm being really generous to Trump here, but I mean, Biden actually could. He could. I could see Biden. Well, I could see Biden crossing 35%, but I think that a lot of these libertarian voters, especially in Kentucky, are going to switch to Trump, and it'll be a very subtle budge for Kentucky going to the right. Um, as for West Virginia, yeah, we're going to see this trend to the left. That again, this is certainly not going to be trending blue anytime soon, and Trump's still going to easily carry the state. But again, Clinton did so horribly here that it's she really set the bar so low for Biden that he really doesn't have to do much. There, Mississippi, yeah, Biden's going to outperform Clinton here, definitely. So this is just because, again, this is mostly because of the fact that this is trending to the left overall as a state, and I do expect Biden to break 40 here. As for Alabama, yes, Clinton only got 35% of the vote here. Biden's gonna get like 37 to 38%. My model says 38.6%, but I think that's a little skewed to the left. But it's still interesting because I do trust my model overall. Right here, okay, so this is actually pretty weird because Clinton, I thought she lost Georgia by 5, but apparently, she lost it by 6. So it'll be lean, uh, towards the Republicans. The state is trying to the left as a whole, but again, is not a blue state or a purple state officially yet. It's a lean Republican state. Donald Trump won here by actually 1.3%. Biden's going to win here by something like less than 1%. So again, going to trend to the left overall. Like even if Biden loses it, he'll he'll still make it closer than what Clinton did in 2016. South Carolina, I think Biden. I mean, like he won big here in the primaries, although so did Clinton. But still, overall, I mean, overall, when like Clinton did. Okay, we don't want Jasper County. We want South Carolina. All right. No, no. All right. Oops. Okay, here we go to get South Carolina. I think Clinton got like 40.8% of the vote. Just remembering that thing. Yeah, 41% of the vote for Clinton. Biden should get like 42, 43%. Now I think we haven't done Tennessee yet. All right, Tennessee. We're gonna go to Tennessee, where Bill Clinton, Hillary's husband, he won the state twice. I actually think the state is going to trend to the right just because Biden is not like no Democrat is ever going to win Tennessee or make it competitive other than Bill Clinton maybe. But he'd still lose it in 2020 in this day and age. It's so our country's so polarized that you wouldn't see flips left and right. Even if you ran like I say with confidence that if you ran a potato as a Republican against Joe Biden as a Democrat, states like Wyoming will probably still go to the Republicans, which is really messed up, but it's the way our country is. Now, North Carolina, Trump actually won this by. I thought that, I'll be honest here, I thought that North Carolina was going to go for Clinton. That was a horrible voice crack. Oh my God. All right, so I thought this was going to be a Clinton state. It wasn't, so sue me. A lot of people thought it was going to be a Clinton state, but it's actually not. But actually, to turn down, not to be, I think it's going to be a Biden state. I mean, Clinton, she lost this by, she lost this by nearly 4 points. So it's definitely going to trend to the left. This is it's a tilt state either way. They can respect the people who think it's going to go to the Republicans, but as of right now, it should be going to the Democrats if the election were to be held tomorrow or today. Now, Virginia, even though Hillary Clinton did have Tim Kaine, who is a senator from Virginia, as her running mate, I still didn't expect this state to trend to the right. It's just trying to the left overall as a whole. And in terms of gun policy, Joe Biden doesn't really talk about guns as much as Hillary Clinton did, and a lot of conservative Democrats in states like West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, they own guns. Trying to turn away from the party. But still, overall, I think that some of them are going to break with the Democrats no matter what. Others could be a little iffy, but they're going to go for Biden over Trump. Maryland, Biden just being from Delaware, I think is going to trend to the left. Now, I wonder if let me see D.C. because if they are, then that will be much appreciated. Let's see if I can find. All right, D.C. Okay. So Hillary Clinton got 92% of the vote. How about we just give this? How about we just give it to the maybe because Trump lives there, he'll get an extra vote compared to 2016. I don't even know. Delaware is going to be pretty solid for the Democrats. I mean, Joe Biden's from there, and he was a senator from there. He won all three counties consistently, and these two counties are actually pretty Republican. So basically, all the people live here, and then these are just solid Republican counties. Although Biden did carry both, and he was a senator, and Clinton only got 54% of the vote. So yeah, I'm just going to give it to the Democrats because Biden was from there. Or sorry, I shouldn't say that. It'll trend to the left. Okay, we haven't done Pennsylvania yet. That'll be interesting. Definitely going to trend to the left overall. I mean, Donald Trump, he won this by 1.2%. Either have this as tilt Republican or lean Democratic. I've yet to see a likely blue rating of Pennsylvania. I'm not sure though, but all right. So yep, that's basically Pennsylvania should go should swing to the left overall. I mean, I think Biden's going to win. I mean, he's from there. Clinton had no appeal to these voters at all, so it's definitely going to trend to the left no matter what. New Jersey, I could actually see this trending to the left as well because again, Clinton, she only got 55% of the vote there, so I think Biden is going to expand on that margin a little bit, but again, New Jersey as a state is actually not trending to the left. New York, Clinton won 58% of the. Sorry, she won 59% of the vote there. I think Biden could grab 60. Just overall, again, this map is looking pretty blue, very blue actually. I mean, like I've only called 5, 8, 10, 11, 11 states so far, trending to the right, and basically all the others are trending to the left. But this is because Trump did so well in 2016. So again, he is almost certainly going to join that club of presidents who lose who lose electoral votes second time they run. Um, so yeah, I mean, Clinton, she got 62% of the vote there. Bernie Sanders, I think he did win. Okay, they're not going to want to show Bernie Sanders there, but I thought he got like 5% of the vote in Vermont. Okay, I may be wrong, but whatever. Okay, Clinton getting 61% of the vote. Bernie shouldn't be a writing candidate this time. It'll trend to the left overall as a whole. Also, I think Bernie Sanders he came out he came out the other day and said that he has a better relationship with Joe Biden than he did with Hillary, which I guess is only going to help um, unity for the Democrats. Now, Clinton actually did from a she actually lost this, or Clinton won the state by 2,000 votes. What am I saying? She won it by 2,000 votes. Um, but there's only room for the Democrats to improve. Like, there's some people who think that New Hampshire is going to trend to the right, or even go for Trump. But again, Donald Trump has a negative 18 net approval rating here, and these voters are not super swingy up here. So so yeah. Massachusetts, Hillary Clinton only got 60% of the vote here. Biden could get 65 easily in a very blue state. So certainly that. In Connecticut, overall, let's see. Yeah, Connecticut, 41% of the vote went for Trump. Again, he did very well here for Republicans. So it's only going to trend to the left. Not enough room for him to expand on what he did in 2016. In Rhode Island, okay, let me click on that. That's a red. Okay, Kent County is apparently a red county. I didn't know that. For my election nights, I always fill it in blue, which is good to know. But Trump, I could see Trump actually as a whole. Some people think that I know that some people think that this is trending to the right as a whole. It's actually staying put at where it is right now, which it is a blue state. But just overall, I think Hillary Clinton did well here. So looking at Maine's, well, okay, that's something. All right, so looking at Maine overall, this is only at large, so I guess we're gonna have to deal with this. So we're just gonna go Maine at large is probably gonna trend to the left, just because Hillary Clinton did so god awful here in 2016. So as you can see, only a few states are gonna trend to the right. So yeah, before you say I'm biased or anything, this is not my actual prediction. I mean, like there's no way in heck that the Democrats are going to win in Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Idaho, and the Republicans are certainly not going to win Hawaii or Rhode Island. So, or even DC for. So yes, thanks for watching. Quick video. Just thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It would really help out my channel. Our growth is kind of slowing. We were going really fast up until now, so if you could help me out by subscribing, that'd be much appreciated. So thanks. UEP signing off. Adios.